DevOps mock interview day 30. So nothing but we have completed 29 mock interviews already. This is the 30th mock interview. 29 mock interviews if you missed, you can
Okay.
watch in the YouTube playlist. Okay, you can go to my playlist section. There you can find DevOps interview question and answers. So today, Babasaheb is going to participate and Anisetti is also participating. I will give first Anisetti an opportunity to introduce yourself. Please, Anisetti, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you giving this opportunity.
So
I'm Anisetti
speak
Venkatesh, a
confidently.
DevOps engineer.
Speak confidently, and it should be loud and clear.
Okay. I'm Anisetti Venkatesh, a DevOps engineer with 5 years of experience, currently working at 3Tech Software Private Limited in Kondapur, Hyderabad. My skill set including extensive expertise in AWS for cloud infrastructure management and Git for version control. I am well versed in continuous integration and deployment using Jenkins along with build automation through Maven. I have experience with code quality and security tools like SonarQube and JFrog, as well configuration management using Ansible in the of containerization. I work with Docker and Kubernetes for orchestrating and scaling applications. My proficiency in infrastructure has a code in demonstrated through my using of Terraform. Additional and skill in shell scripting to automate tasks and utilize Prometheus and Grafana for monitoring and visualization. My background accused me drive efficient and reliable DevOps practice in any dynamic environment. That's it, my side.
Super, super, Anisetti, you are perfect. Okay, compared to last mock interview, you have improved a lot, and I'm very much impressed with your introduction. You just need to
Thank
just
you.
you just need to improve 20%. 80% you are perfect. 20% you need to, if you practice more, right, no one will stop you definitely.
Yes.
Introduction was perfect. I'm not telling it's wrong, but yeah, there will be a little bit correction you need to do. Okay.
Okay, sure, sure, sure. I will
So
correct it.
yeah, Baba Sahib, can you able to introduce yourself? Don't reveal about your real. Tell you fake.
Yeah, sure, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for to given me opportunity to me. I have around 6 year experience in DevOps side. Currently, I am working with the Infosys as a senior DevOps engineer. I have um, experience on some experience on cloud, AWS cloud. In AWS cloud, I have good experience in EC2, RDS, VPC, IAM roles, auto scaling, load balancer. Uh, these many services I have actively used, and for the uh, version controller, I have used GitHub. And uh, I have I have experience on a CI/CD tool like a Jenkins. I wrote a Jenkins pipeline in declarative as well as in Groovy script, and I have good knowledge about Jenkins master slave architecture as well. I mostly use the worker node as a Kubernetes pod instead of virtual machine, and uh, I have experience on configuration tool like Shape. Mostly I use in Shape configuration tool to configure servers. And previous company I have used Ansible as well, but strong skill from configuration is
Okay, what is the difference between this Ansible and Chef?
Ansible is the Ansible, and both are different. Ansible have only control node, and main common difference is uh, Ansible have control node, and this chip server chip use s- uh, sorry control node architecture.
Okay, what method Ansible follows and what method Chef follows?
But uh, Ansible use push method and shape use uh, pull 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 mechanism, pull method.
Okay, what is this difference between this push and pull?
1 minute, sir.
Anisetti, what is the difference between this push method and pull method? Do you know? Anyone?
No,
You don't know what is a push methodology? You know Ansible?
Uh, sorry.
No issues,
Currently, I'm
Babasaheb.
meeting. Uh, yes. Push method means if I use Ansible and I have created any server, so server will not pull any code changes from GitHub repo or any Ansible controller. We need to push that changes to server node. And if I use Shape, so Shape will install OIE and Shape client on server node. So if anything change in Shape server, so it automatically pull the changes from Shape automate server.
Okay. What is Ansible then?
Ansible is the open source. We can say open source, and it
Like how
managed by
Ansible work?
Red Hat.
Like you said Ansible push, right?
Ansible
So how that methodology will work?
Ansible push methodology. Uh, See, suppose I have created one Jenkins node as a Ansible controller. We can, uh, if I want to upload some file or create any user on server node, so then
Okay.
I need to run it on a controller node that script, and then it will log into server node and configure that.
Super. You are right. So what are the tools you know in DevOps?
Sir, please move on to next guy. I will be back. Currently, I'm
Okay.
in meeting.
Okay. No issues. So Aniseti, like what are the tools you are perfect?
yeah, I'm perfect. I'm not 100%, but I know the idea about Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, Docker, Jenkins, SonarQube, Tomcat, Maven,
Okay.
Git.
Can you able to see my screen?
Yes,
Okay. How do you set environmental variables in Jenkins? Anyone? Okay. What are Jenkins shared libraries and how do you use them?
I'm not aware of this question.
So what is the role of Jenkins master and slave architecture? That's about what is Jenkins master slave architecture, how it will work, and what is the use of that, and what is the role of that.
It is used to
It is used to.
job, and I mean job slave another server, support by master another server, slave server.
Anyone want to try?
Master node actually which is control the all the slaves. which act as a controller, and a slave is act like agent, which perform the task given by the controller and execute its job.
Super, you are right. So how do you configure Jenkins for distributed builds?
Build
So
up.
yes, yes, Anisetti, continue.
Once we once we create on pipeline and after it's build up.
No, how do you configure Jenkins for distributed builds? I'm asking. I know how to build. There are multiple project codes are available. I need to build multiple projects. So Abhishek, you said right, you will use agents.
Yes,
At this time also we can use agents, right?
yes, sir. Different agent will work on the
Yes.
configuration.
So how do you integrate Jenkins with Docker? This is very important question. In every interview, definitely they are going to ask.
Install about Jenkins plugins,
Okay.
Docker plugin.
Super, you are right. But it's 50% you are right, but the remaining you can
Yeah,
add a slave, right?
yeah.
If you
A
add a
slave
slave,
and we should plugins. Jenkins website, the plugins add.
how you will install plugins?
Sir, in this case, we need to create one slave, and
Yes.
top of that, we need to install Docker server, and then we need to install Docker plugin in Dockers, and then need to go and manage Jenkins after that cloud node, and then we need to configure configure that Docker host machine IP in that, then it will make communication in that plugin need to configure.
Yes. So do you know what is Jenkins multi-branch pipeline and how does it work?
Yes, sir. If I have dev staging and prod, suppose I we can consider dev prod and production. In this case, we can use multi-branch pipeline, and write a single Jenkins pipeline. Once we trigger, it will automatic trigger for three environments.
Okay, we should use three Jenkins file, okay? Single Jenkins, not single Jenkins files. So for
Okay.
in every repository, you need to add a Jenkins file. So it
Yes.
will automatically trigger and it will run job at a time in three branches. That for that purpose, we will use Jenkins multi-branch pipeline.
Yes.
Okay, how do you configure Jenkins to deploy to AWS? Nothing but I want to create some S3 bucket using Jenkins. How you will do it? Nothing but how you will configure AWS.
You want to deploy uh, to S3 from Jenkins server.
Yes.
Uh, if I have created Jenkins server on same AWS account where my S3 bucket is available, in this case I use I will attach IAM role to that Jenkins server for security purpose, and I can give administrator level. This is not in real time acceptable, but suppose we can consider here admin level root privileges to that IAM role. I will attach that role to Jenkins EC2 instance, and then I can just uh,
Super, you
run
are
any.
right. Nothing but what we can do, we can do the AWS configure, right? If you do AWS
Yes,
configure, it will ask for access key and secret key. If you give
yes,
that, so automatically AWS was already configured.
yes, yes.
So
If
now
I
in the Jenkins, you can able to execute any AWS command.
Yes, yes. If I run that Jenkins server outside the AWS account, then I can create IAM user and set up access key, secret key in Jenkins global credential to store securely, and we can use that global credential secret in Jenkins pipeline as well.
Okay, what are the different types of jobs in available in Jenkins? Do you know what are the different types of jobs? Anyone?
So Jenkins, from Jenkins we can do pipeline and multi branch pipeline we can perform in Jenkins. Also, there is a feature called freestyle project. So we can create from like whatever task we have to done from the scratch, and also the multi branching pipeline CI.
Okay. Anyone? What are the different types of jobs are available? Rishabh, Anisetti,
I know I don't know aware of this.
you are joining daily classes, right? Morning.
Yes.
Okay. What are the types of jobs I have created until now? If you already
Yeah, I
learned
see, and
DevOps, you should know
yes,
this.
yes, and I think I see on two, three sample projects jobs you created.
Okay, Babasaheb, you can
Yes,
you
sir, we can create freestyle job. We can create multi branch pipeline and Jenkins pipeline.
super. You are right. We can create freestyle pipeline, multi-branch pipeline. You are right. So how do you manage and configure Jenkins plugins? Just tell me one example. If you want to install that plugin, how you will do that and how you will configure that.
Yeah, we go on plugins, Jenkins plugin.
Okay, how you
We
will go?
what's required by it.
How you will go to plugins section?
Manage Jenkins,
Okay,
manage Jenkins.
okay,
The option will be their notes or anything. They already show on plugins one option.
okay.
Credentials. So we do go on plugins and which one we need. So that one we use.
Baba Sahib, what are the steps we will take to go to manage Jenkins, sorry, plugins? If I want to install plugins, how you will go and how you will do that?
Yes, yes. Suppose consider we want to install Docker plugin. We simply go to manage Jenkins. There is a plugin section. In that plugin section, we need to go there and click. After that, we need to go and click on available plugins. Then we can go and install Docker plugin. If we want to go with restart Jenkins, we can do that. Otherwise, we can skip restarting. And suppose if I have file and want to third party install plugin, we can do that one also. We have another section advanced. In that we can go and upload that file and just uh, restart, so it will automatically pop up, install that plugin.
Super.
These many steps we can take.
So Anisati, do you got it? Whatever you said,
Yeah, yes,
did it or not? I've installed the plugin. Did I restart
yeah,
it the
it's
Jenkins
correct.
or not?
Yes, restart the Jenkins.
So how he is answering? You need to learn. If you answer like Baba Saheb,
Okay, different.
definitely you can crack any interview.
Okay.
So what is Jenkins distributed build architecture? Last question.
To nodes for prod and staging. I will choose which level used to staging. Suppose I want to run some job on staging, or I want to segregate the job in production and staging account. So on the basis of level, it will go and distribute the builds.
Yes. So shall we check the answers for all the question?
Yes.
So
Yes.
first question I've asked you, how do you set environmental variable in Jenkins? Okay. So in the job this is the right pipeline. So I've created an environment or not? Today did I show you or not? I've created an environment. There I've given Docker project name, right? Image version. So whatever we are discussing, I'm asking the same. What are Jenkins shared libraries and how do you use them? So what is Jenkins shared libraries? Or way it's a way to reuse a common pipeline code across multiple Jenkins pipelines. So first what you will do, you will create the library. So how you will do that? First you will create a Git repository for the shared library like vars and src. So you will go to manage Jenkins configure system and you will add a shared library repository under global pipeline libraries. Then you can use that library in anywhere in the Jenkins file. So what is the role of Jenkins master slave architecture? Jenkins master handles job scheduling, dispatches builds to slaves, manages user interfaces and monitor jobs. Execute build jobs assigned by the master. It will configure on different environments to allow the cross-platform builds and testing. Right? It is whatever task you will get, slave will execute. How do you configure Jenkins for distributed builds? First, you will install Jenkins on slave machines. Set up Jenkins agent on remote machines. Right? You can use agents like AWS or Docker. So you will go to manage nodes. You will go configure a lab labels. Then you will run the job on that particular agent. Right? Agent label. Did we use it or not? So how do you integrate Jenkins with Docker? So you will go manage Jenkins, manage plugins, and install Docker plugin. So you need to ensure Docker is installed on your agent. Okay, like this you can able to build your Docker image. So what is Jenkins multi-branch pipeline and how does it work? Multi-branch pipeline in Jenkins allows you to automatically create Jenkins pipeline for each branch in a source code repository. Each branch can have its own Jenkins file defining its pipeline. I said right, every branch you need to have a Jenkins file. Okay, you first need to install AWS plugin. Okay, you need to install AWS credential or you can use AWS configure like that. So add AWS credential under manage Jenkins manage credential like that you can add. So whatever the Babas like said, it's right. Now after you can execute any command, right? AWS recipe like this. So what are different types of jobs are available? We have freestyle job, multi-branch pipeline, right? Folder, matrix, external job. Right? What is freestyle job? Simple job with predefined options for building, testing, and deployment. Pipeline, a job that runs a Jenkins file, allowing more complex build pipelines. Multi-branch automatically creates a pipeline for each branch in a repository. So a way to organize jobs into folders. What is folder? If you have 10 jobs, you can make the 10 jobs into one folder. Okay. Matrix project, a job for running tests or builds on multiple environments simultaneously. External job used to monitor non-Jenkins process. How do you manage and configure Jenkins plugins? So if you want to install plugin, go to manage Jenkins plugins. You can browse and install new plugins from the available tab. Okay. Update plugin, plugins can be updated on the updates tab. Remove plugin, uninstall plugin from the install tab. After installing plugin, configure. So from the configure system, you can able to configure, right? Or you can use tools, right? In the tools also you can configure. So what is Jenkins distributed build architecture? Jenkins allows you to distribute builds across multiple machines, like agents slave, to manage load, perform builds on different environments. Okay. So the master schedule jobs and agent executes them. So do you get it? Simple questions. Today most of the things are repeated, but you are not performing. Again, in next two, nothing but in next two mocks Jenkins will complete. Okay, then after we will start any other tool. Okay, after Jenkins, which tool you want?
like Docker or Docker.
Okay, sure. I will stop the recording.